How's it going, everyone? My name is Michael SK, and welcome back to Steins, my darling's embrace. So, in the last episode, what did happen in the last episode? I think things got a little bit crazier with the situation at hand with trying to find gadget numbers 12 and 14, I think they are. I actually have forgotten the numbers, but the gadget that is going to broadcast Kirisu's thoughts to analog TVs in Akiba, which is not good, if you guys could not have guessed. And apparently we now have a time limit to tomorrow at 5 p.m., I think. So the 11th, Wednesday at around 5. So we really got to find this piece of shit. Once I'd given them their marching orders, Daru and Mayuri bolted out of the lab, leaving Kirisu and I alone. Kirisu still stood rooted in place, looking anxious.
俺たちも行くぞ。いつまでもここでこうしていても仕方がない。
She responded but showed no signs of movement. She's usually so bossy. What's with this timid behavior?
無様だな、クリスティーナよ。いつもの威勢はどうした？
なんだと。
たかが世界がどうなろうと関係ない。己の研究と理論が成果として現れるのは科学者として望むところではないか。
あんたみたいな自称マッドサイエンティストと一緒にすんなバカ。
俺は自称ではない。自他ともに認めるマッドサイエンティスト。キャーマだ。
はいはいワロスワロス。
お、やっと自分がアットチャンネラーだということを認めたようだな。アッ
トチャンネラーで何が悪い？
そうやって開き直れる元気があるならば大丈夫だな。
え？
ここでそうやって気落ちしていたところで事態が好転するわけでもあるまい。
岡部、あんたもしかして。
勘違いするなよ。俺はただお前の頭脳と知識をどこの誰とも知らん連中に利用されるのが許せんだけだ。それはこのラボとそしてこの俺のためだけに使われるべきものだからな。
ツンデレですね。わかります。
やかましい。そんなことを言っている暇があったらさっさと捜索するぞ。
そうね。
I could see Okabe as a tsundere, to be honest. I've also become pretty what kind of word could I use here? Whenever I come across like LMAO or LOL in visual novel text, I'm numb to it, I guess you can say. It's pretty much something that I can expect coming up at any point from anyone in any of these visual novels now. It used to be kind of surprising and questionable, but at this point, not so much. She actually smiled a little at that.
行こうか。
Kirisu offers me her left hand. I look at it and
行くぞ。
started walking.
待ちなさいよ。こういう時は手を取るのがマナーだろが。
No. We ain't about that. I went outside and gave Suzuha a call. Hearing that she was nearby, we decided to meet right there, or right here. As I waited for her, I took out my phone to call another lab mem. But Suzuha rolled up on her bike before I could. She must have been closer than I thought. She closed in at a high speed, but then she maneuvered sideways and skidded to a halt.
Yahoo! 用って何？
前置きはなしだ。実はな。
I briefly explained what had happened and told her that we needed help.
なるほど。要するに前にラボにあったおもちゃを置いてる店を探せばいいってこと？
おもちゃではないガジェットだ。
じゃあそのガジェットっていうおもちゃを探せばいいんだね。
だから
ええ、悪いんだけどお願い。
Kirisu stops me and offers Suzuha her gratitude. She made a good call. We didn't have time to cross all of our T's.
すまないな。
いいってどうせ今日もバイト休みで暇してたんだから。それじゃ見つけたらすぐに連絡するよ。
I told Suzuha which areas I wanted her to search, and she took off on her bike.
こういう時に自転車の機動力はありがたいな。
ええ、そうね。
We sent Suzuha off with a prayer in our hearts. Then we visited May Queen. I knew that she couldn't answer the phone at work, so we came here directly to ask for her help.
例の店長さんなら今日も来てないにゃ。
そうか。実はそれに関連してなんだが、今日は頼みがあってきた。
頼み？
ああ、実は。
Having already told her what was going on yesterday, we just gave her the relevant updates.
なるほど。そんなに深刻なことになってたとは知らなかったにゃ。
そこでフェイリスにも捜索を手伝ってもらいたい。
もちろん忙しいのは分かってる。でもできる範囲でいいから手伝ってもらえるとありがたい。
わかったにゃ。
助けてくれるの？
他ならぬ京馬とクーニャの頼みにゃ。今日はこの通り仕事があるから夜まで抜けられないけど、明日でよければ捜索に協力するにゃ。
ありがとう、助かる。
あ、それからメイクインの常連さんにも頼んでみるにゃ。
そうしてもらえるとありがたい。
That would actually like widen our search there. That'd be perfect, to be honest. You can... Oh man. No, don't. Stop. Like, I was just about to praise her and everything. But then she says that, and we're right back to ground zero. Having taken the time out of her day to speak with us, Ferris returned to work.
頼もしいわね。
I'm not looking forward to her route
そうだな。
in linear bounded phenogram. That's gonna come up soon. No customer could resist a chance to do Ferris a favor. Or even her route in this game, assuming that she has one. That might give us a veritable army of searchers. We really lucked out on this one. There's actually somebody who was commenting on a bunch of my videos. That's probably a bit of a exaggeration. Talking about how much I just complained about Ferris. And there are times where, like, you know, I totally praise her, especially in Steins Gate Zero. Like, I think her character really came up really well in a lot of situations there. But come on, dude. How can I not complain at times? And it's gotta be expected, please understand. I think that guy was just toxic, let's be real. And we haven't even asked for Lukako and Moika's help yet. I should give them a call.
ねえ岡部、あそこにいるの。
Kiritsu was pointing at something. I followed her finger and was met with the sight of a red and white Miko outfit.
ルカコ、それに萌えかも一緒だ。
What are they doing in a place like this?
とにかく行きましょう。
な。
We rushed after them before they could escape our sight.
ルカコ。
岡部さん、それに牧瀬さんもどうしたんですか？
お前たちこそそんな格好で何をしているのだ？
それはその撮影。
Lukako looked towards Moika's hands. Hands that were holding a digital single lens reflex camera. Photo shoot, she said. Then this is...
昨日言っていたあれか。お前受けるのか？
桐生さんにどうしてもって押し切られちゃって。
指圧師に？
Try as I might, I can't imagine Moika forcing anyone to do anything. Well, but now that I look at Lukako properly, the Miko outfit really does suit him. The passers-by don't seem to think of it as anything out of the ordinary either. Well, this is Akihabara after all.
岡部、そんなことよりも早く話をしないと。
おお、そうだった。
I was just about to waste our time on something completely unimportant.
二人ともいいところであった。実はお前たちにお願いがあるのだ。
お願い？岡部さんが僕たちにですか？
I then proceeded to explain the situation for the third time in the last 30 minutes. God damn.
世界が大変なことに。
そうなる可能性もあるということだ。
それは一大事です。でも僕たちはそのお店を探すだけでいいんですか？ええ、14号機が回収されさえすればそれで解決するはずだから。
どうだ、手伝ってくれるか？
もちろんです。じゃあ僕は万世橋より向こう側を中心に探してみます。
An email? Why are we questioning it? I doubt I'd be of much help, just wandering around stores, so I'll see what info I can dig up back at the office.
わかった。ではルカ子も視圧師もその方向で頼む。
ありがとう、二人とも。いえ、困った時に助け合うのは当然ですから。
Damn, Lukako is very vocal in this one. Depending on how things go, let me use it as a scoop. God damn it. Oh, now he wants to help. But we do need everyone we can get right now. I'll overlook it this time. Once Lukako and Moika canceled their shoot and parted ways with us, Kirisu and I turned to face each other.
これで頼める筋は全て頼んだ。
あとは私たちね。
そういうことだ。もう一度店という店を徹底的に探すぞ。
え、わかったわ。
It was already 6 p.m. Most stores in Akihabara closed by 8, leaving us 2 hours to search as many stores as possible. That's all we can do at this point. But as long as there's something we can do, we have to do it. Kirisu and I nodded to each other and started our search for number 14. At least they're working together pretty well now. For the next 2 hours, we scoured Akihabara, going from door to door. From the alleyway junk shops to the hardware shop and the radio center. We even checked the major brand name electronics store, as long a shot as it was in our search for our missing gadgets. But the more we searched, the more the horrors of Akihabara begin to mount. Most towns are fairly consistent when it comes to what kind of stores they have, but the same cannot be said of Akihabara. For instance, you have specialty stores that stick to their genre, such as the Brontu workshop below the lab, but you also have chaotic stores that deal in just about everything imaginable. Maybe this place has our gadgets. They probably don't, but, well, it never hurts to ask. Perhaps my mounting agitation is making me think this way. But once those thoughts entered my head, I started leading us into maid cafes and underground idol concert venues. Though there was obviously no chance we'd find our gadgets in places like those. Night fell upon our failure and we returned home drenched in fatigue and disappointment. Damn.
ごちそうさま。
As soon as we got back, we took showers one after the other and ate some food. Thinking that instant noodles wouldn't be enough, we got 2 bento boxes from a convenience store. I always wanted to have one of those. Or at least Lunchables, you know? Just something. But even that wasn't enough to soothe our exhausted, sun-baked bodies after a search like that. We heard from Mayuri, Daru, Ferris, and Lukako, but the results were unsurprising. Kirisu sighs, holding her knees to her chest.
クリスティーナ、落ち着かないのはわかるが、そうため息ばかりつくな。
うっさいわね。
She stared at me. Why?
ごめん。今の八つ当たり。
まあいい。誰しもそういう時はある。
うん。
仕方ない。お前にいい言葉を教えてやる。俺の恩師がくれた大切な言葉だ。
岡部の恩師？どんな言葉？
諦めたらそこで試合終了ですよ。
安西先生。
What?
さすがワットチャンネラー、開始が早いな。
何が恩師の言葉よ。期待して損した。
だが意味としてはこれ以上ないくらい今の状況にふさわしい言葉だと思わんか。
それは
If science and anime didn't collaborate yet coming into this, well, they have now.
今俺たちにできるのは時間いっぱい使って14号機を探すことだけだ。
I try to reassure Kirisu. And myself, to be honest.
大丈夫だ。必ず見つかる。
この世に必ずって言えることなんて存在しない。
いや、今回に限っては俺が断言してやる。必ず14号機は見つかる。
なんでそんなことが言えるのよ。根拠もなしにそんなこと言うの。
根拠はあるぞ。知りたいか？
She looked at me without a word. I'll take that as a yes.
そうか。だったら教えてやろう。なぜなら今回の一件には我が未来ガジェット研究所に名を連ねるラボメン全員が協力しているからだ。
何それ、全然根拠になってない。
なっているさ。俺が認めたラボメンが力を貸しているんだ。必ずやなんとかなる。
Kirisu raised her head ever so slightly. That's better. The sad look doesn't suit Christina. Angry and unpleasant is much more her style.
さ、明日も一日歩き回らねばならんのだ。今日はそろそろ寝て体力の回復に努めるぞ。
As I stood up, I took my crumpled eye mask off the table. It's practically a courtesy at this point, as sometimes it's not even on when I wake up, but a promise is a promise. I waited for Kirisu to get into bed and proceeded to my usual spot nearby on the floor.
Okabe!
She called me just as I was lying down. She was rather loud about it too. Is she mad at me?
今日はいいから。
Don't need to what? After a bit of wondering, I assumed that she could only be talking about the eye mask. It's really not that big a deal, but if she says it's okay, I might as well take it off. I removed the eye mask, put it on the table, and proceed to lower my body.
違う、そうじゃなくて。
No? She wasn't talking about the eye mask.
ほら、明日は一日歩かなきゃいけないわけだし、そこじゃ疲れも取れないでしょ。だから。
So what? Could it be?
だから、今日は。
No, it can't be.
今日は、ベッドの上で寝てもいいから。
Maybe it can. Did she really just say I can sleep on the bed?
いや、でもそういうわけにはいかんだろう。
私がいいって言ってるんだからいいの。
しかしこの部屋の主は一応お前なのだから、その主を床で寝させるわけには。
バカ！私が床で寝るなんて一言も言ってない。
何？しかしそうするとベッドの上に。え？
Kirisu and I are sharing a bed?
だからそういうことを言ってるんだって言わせるな、恥ずかしい。
Well, I thought that might have been what she had meant at first. But the idea seemed so far-fetched that my mind simply rejected it. Who could believe that Kirisu would ever ask me to share her bed?
勘違いするなよ。単にベッドで寝るのを許可しただけで変なことしたら即通報するからな。
本当にいいのか？
だからさっきからいいって言ってるでしょ。何度も言わせんな。
She turned away and lay on the bed with her back facing me. She'd left enough space on the bed for another person to sleep. No. Rather, by opening up this space, she'd added more distance between us. Even if I wanted to sleep on the floor, we'd be over a meter apart, so I couldn't. My decision made for me, I slid into the open space next to Kirisu. Damn, there's like so much more bed, and they're back to back for some reason. My body sank into the mattress without so much as the squeak of a spring. And why are they in the same clothes? Why is he in his fucking lab coat all the time? I'd be telling myself that the floor was sufficient, but sleeping on the mattress was like ascending into heaven. I settled in with my back facing Kirisu. How? In the last few days, I've grown used to being this close to her. But now, even though we're facing away from each other, there's a tension in the air. Her voice was quiet.
ずるいとは随分だな。俺のどこがずるいというのだ。
あんたってば、普段バカなくせに、時々すごく力強い言葉を投げかけてくる。それも、人が落ち込んでる時に限って。そういうの。
普段バカは余計だ。それに、俺はただ思ったことを言っただけだ。何も特別なことを言ったつもりはない。
それがわかるから余計にずるいって言うのよ。
We were exchanging words that we would never ordinarily think of saying to one another. Are we able to talk like this because of number 12? If that's the case, then maybe Daru and Mayuri were right.
ねえ、一つ聞いていい？
なんだ？
どうしてそこまで必死になって14号機を探してくれるの？
知りたいか？
うん。
She was being unusually straightforward.
助手の失態はラボを代表する俺の失態でもある。それに言ったはずだ。お前の頭脳は我がラボのために使われるべきものであって、外部に流出されるべきものではないからな。
すぐそうやってごまかす。
別にごまかしているわけではない。ただ、これがいくつかある理由の一つというだけだ。
じゃあ、他の理由は？
知りたいか？
I ask her the same question again. If she says yes, I'll be sure to tell her.
やっぱりやめとく。
そうか。
Part of me was relieved. If she kept pressing, I doubt that our relationship would have been able to stay the same as it is now. I don't know what prompted me to think that, but something did. Out of nowhere, Kirisu put her hand over mine.
クリス？
勘違いするな。別に変な意味じゃない。ただ、こうしてた方が電撃を心配せずにぐっすり眠れるでしょ。
そうだな。
I gripped her hand.
うん。おやすみ。
あ。
She must have been wiped out. Minutes after we said goodnight, I heard her calm, sleeping breath from behind my back. Listening to the rhythm of her breathing, I drifted off to sleep, with the warmth of Kirisu's hand on my own. Well, that's a sweet scene. It is insane how close they've gotten to one another in such little time. Alright, we're going to end the episode here because I don't want to cut into context. Maybe I'll make the next one a little longer, but since this is now the day of reckoning, you know, something's bound to happen. So be sure to tune into that next episode. Even I am very curious as to what is going to happen myself. Thank you all for tuning in. If you enjoyed this episode, make sure you leave a like, subscribe, all that fancy jazz, and I'll see you guys next time. Take it easy.